Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be games 5 and 6 of the Promotion Relegation League kind of off-season before the National Championship for Georgia State. So in games 1 through 4 was all the promotions that were happening. Games 5 and 6 are every team being relegated that was a part of like a tied system. In game 6, the big stuff is going to be the independent relegation tournament. All the relegation tournaments are going to be reversed. I found a good way to do it. So basically, this game is going to be Tulsa, Hawaii, and California, who were in the ACC, which is tier 5 of the system that I'm using. They all had the tied record, tied conference record, tied divisional record. Texas Tech was also 5 and 7, but they lost a lot more divisional and conference games than them. And so California, Hawaii, and Tulsa all tied on everything record-wise. And I didn't want to do points for or points against because I feel like that gets rather arbitrary for a lot of teams and just makes it more fun to do it like this. So basically, the relegation reverse system will work as two teams will play against each other. So California technically had the weakest record. I went back and I looked up which teams they won against. So Tulsa, Hawaii, and California won against a team that had a .500 record or higher. So the .5 is basically any team that's 6-6 or above on their win column, that kind of middle ground. I added that as like a point to their kind of total. However many games they won, and Tulsa and Hawaii were tied all across the board. California lost 2 more games above .55, .500. So California basically gets a first round bye, which is not good for them because in this tournament system, you want to play more games than lose the games. So basically, Tulsa and Hawaii are going to play right now, and whoever wins this game is safe from relegation, stays in that same tier. Whoever loses this game, they are going to be relegated because there's only one slot left for the ACC tier for relegation. So you want to play as much games as possible so you have a higher chance for not being relegated. So whoever plays against Tulsa and Hawaii, whoever wins is safe. Whoever loses moves forward and plays California for the last slot of relegation and for the last slot of stacking in ACC and not getting wrecked by another team next year. So here we go. We're going to play as Hawaii. Since they have the highest tied overall, pretty close. This is going to be a very close game. 81 overall apiece, 79 for Tulsa, 77 offense for Hawaii, 83 defense for Tulsa, 85 defense for Hawaii. So we're going to play as Hawaii. There's actually nobody I'm really want to play as or anything like that, so I'm just kind of interested to see how this goes. And then their top players are Manamu, strong safety, Hines at halfback, and Schrager at quarterback, and then Wilson at punt, Watkins at halfback, and then Hall at tight end. Schrager pass drop by Pinoki. Schrager passes to McBride for 27. Incomplete pass intended for Ashlock. Incomplete pass intended for McBride. Schrager passes to McBride for 26. Pass thrown away by Schrager. Very, very good on 3rd and 10s, it looks like. 6-yard rush by Schrager. Pass to Pinoki for 11. Schrager passes to McBride for 3. Pass to Pinoki for 2 yards for touchdown. Extra point good by Shipley. 5-yard rush by Prince. Bryn then gets intercepted by Edwards for 0 yards. Wow, first interception of the game so far. 1 turnover for Tulsa. Schrager passes to Pinoki for 15, and then he's immediately intercepted by Ellis for 0 yards. Fumble recovered by Hawaii. L. Taylor for 6 yards, so another turnover. So 1 interception apiece, and now 1 fumble recovered by Hawaii, who now gets the ball with pretty good field position. We have a 9-yard rush by Hines, and then a pass drop by Pinoki. Pass thrown away, and then a 23-yard field goal good by Shipley. So now Hawaii is winning 10-0 with 1 minute and 41 seconds left in the second. Schrager passes it to Hines for 12 yards. 5-yard penalty against defense. 5-yard penalty against the defense. Double penalties, crazy. 5-yard rush by Hines. Pass to Hines for 15 yards. Pass to Pinoki for 15 yards. And then pass to Pinoki for 8 yards. It's second and goal. 31 seconds left. They got to score right here or else they're going to get wrecked going into the second half. 10-yard penalty against the offense. Negative 4-yard rush by Hines. On 3rd and 14, incomplete pass intended for Pinoki. They settle for a field goal. That's good by M. Shipley. Pass thrown away by Bryn to start off the second half. Then incomplete pass intended for Santana. Pass to D. Prince for 14 yards. 1-yard rush by Prince. Pass to Santana for 13 yards. 3-yard rush by Bryn. Pass to M. Jones for 17 yards. Now we're picking up speed for Tulsa. 10-yard penalty against the offense. Pass thrown away by Bryn. Pass to Santana for 19 yards on 2nd and 20. Beautiful stuff. 6-yard rush by Prince on 3rd and 1. 2-yard rush by Prince on... And then sacked for negative 6-yard loss. And then pass drop by Epps. They're going to have to settle for a field goal. 32-yard field goal is good by Z Long. 13-3. Have some points on the board in the second half. Took like 2 minutes to score a field goal, but If they keep this current pace, then they have a chance to make it. Schrager, incomplete pass intended for Hashlock. Pass to Pinoki for 5 yards. Pass to McBride for 6. Pass drop by Hines on 1st and 10. Pass to Pelock for 22 yards on 2nd and 10. And gets them into the correct field goal range. Pass to Hines for 8. 5-yard penalty against the offense. Negative 3-yard rush by Hines. Lost all their yards that they just gained on that play. Bringing up 3rd and 11 with a 25-yard pass. Then a 17-yard pass for a touchdown. Hawaii extra point is good, so now they're winning 20-3 with 38 seconds left in third. Hawaii is really running away with it. Barring a comeback, Tulsa will probably be in the next game, but we'll see how this turns out. Now it's a turnover on downs with Schrager throwing away on the next pass, and then a pass to Ashlock for 9 yards. Wow. Oh no. 3rd and 1, intercepted. So that's 2 interceptions for Schrager as Tulsa gets the ball back with very great field position. Pass to Prince for 6 yards. Incomplete pass intended for Jones. Pass drop by Stokes. Now it's 4th down. Let's see what Tulsa can do. Incomplete pass intended for Santana. Another turnover on downs on 4th and 4. Brin's really choking at the end here. He must be tired. Hines, 3-yard penalty against the defense. -1 by Schrager. -2 by Hines. Touchdown, 5-yard rush by Hines. PAT, kick is good. 27-3 with 36 seconds left in the 4th. Yeah, Hawaii is going to move on. 87 rushing yards to 24, 250 pass yards to 195, 2 turnovers to 2 turnovers. Tulsa had 1 interception, 1 fumble, and then Schrager on Hawaii had 2 interceptions. So the players of the game, 8 receptions for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns. Logan Taylor, 5 tackles, tackle for a loss, sack, forced fumble, and fumble recovery. Kalen Stokes of Tulsa, 4 receptions for 80 yards. Justin Wright for middle linebacker, 7 tackles for an interception. That's interesting, though. 2 wide receivers got player of the game and not the quarterbacks. That's nice to see. So Hawaii is moving on. They are not being relegated. They are currently safe. They are staying in the ACC tier. Now we have California versus Tulsa for the last slot of relegation. Let's do it. 79 offense, 83 defense. California is 88 overall, 91 offense, and 88 defense. So as you know, Tulsa is in after losing against Hawaii. So they have 1 game left to decide relegation. So we'll do UAB Stadium. Let's start the game and see what Tulsa can do after losing and being 1 game up more for relegation. All right, so Tulsa starts off with the ball. It's a nice little touchback, 1-yard rush by Prince, incomplete pass intended for Jones, pass thrown away by Brin, starting off the game on their first drive with a very quick punt in only 30 seconds with a 12-yard return by Hunter. Plummer, incomplete pass intended for Togola, pass to Jay Hunter for 25 yards, already starting off a very strong foot, and then another pass to Anderson for 14 yards, pass to Hunter for 7, 4-yard rush by Ott, -2 by Ott, 5-yard rush by Plummer. Wow, really gained a lot of yards, but then fumble recovered by Tulsa on a 3rd and 6 with like 10 yards away from the touchdown. That's crazy. Plummer passes through up by Young. Plummer passes to Hunter for 11, pass to Jerry for 2, and then pass to Hunter for 17, pass to Sturdivant for 20 yards for a touchdown. The Tulsa pass defense is trash. What it looks like, because they were also getting lit up by Hawaii as well. I think they more focused on the offense because whenever it's like, fixing the roster to the same way, I noticed that there was a lot of, in their top 10 was a lot of offensive players. So I think that's where most of their stuff got them, because they have strong offensive players, but they don't have that strong of a quarterback comparatively. As for California, they have a strong halfback and a strong wide receiver, so they have a good range of opinions and options to go through. So touchdown, field goal is good by Longhetto. Brin passes it to Santana for 32 yards. Great first down for them. And then a pass to Neppert for 7. Then a thrown away pass on 2nd and 3. On 3rd and 3, passing to Stokes for 28 yards puts them right on the field goal line. They have a chance. -2 yards by Prince. Pass to Santana for 9 yards for a touchdown. Good job, Tulsa. With a field goal good by Long. Tied up the game. Pass to Anderson for 17 yards. Here comes the California offensive passing game. Then we have a pass to Sturdivant for 8. Pass to Hunter for 38. Puts them in a great field goal range. They're in the red zone, about to score, and then touchdown. So California immediately brought it back at the end after punting away a few times going into the half. The first drive of their next half, they score very quickly in 50 seconds with 2 minutes left in the 3rd. So B. Jackson returns for 17 yards. Then we have a pass drop by Santana, pass thrown away on 2nd and 10, and then a 1-yard rush by Brin, punts for 45, fair catch. Plummer throws it away on the next drive, and then dropped by Young. Pass drop by Ott, punted it as well. 11-yard return by Stokes. We have back-to-back punts. Then 2-yard rush by Prince. Pass to Santana for 11, first down. Then a 10-yard penalty to the offense, so it kind of negates all of that, unfortunately. Then a pass to Stokes for 23. 4-yard rush by Prince. 10-yard penalty against the offense negates that again. Then second and 16 passes to Jones for 2 yards. Then third 15 dropped by Prince. Punts for 43 yards, touchback. -4 yards by Ott. Pass to Jerry for 8. Incomplete pass intended for Hunter. Punts for 44 yards, fair catch. Pass dropped by Santana. Pass to K. Stokes for 12. Pass to M. Jones for 18. Here we go. They're really getting 2 great back-to-back passing plays. Then a pass to Epps for 8. Pass to E. Hall for 6. Prince for 10. 5-yard rush by Bryn. And now they're in red zone with a 7-yard rush by Prince. And then a 2-yard rush by Prince, touchdown. Tulsa, field goal is good. 14-all. 2 minutes left in the fourth. We're going down to a nail-biter, boys. Plummer immediately intercepted by Terry for 18 yards. Tulsa has the ball back and in great field position. They have a chance to pull this game out of the bag and really get in there. Bryn passes to Santana for 2 yards. 4-yard rush by Bryn. 13-yard penalty against the defense brings them into the red zone. Then there's a 2-yard rush by Prince. 1 yard by Prince. Bryn passes to Prince for 10 yards. They're on the goal line. Touchdown by Bryn. QB run to seal this game away. Maybe. Extra point is good. 21-14. Tulsa is bringing it back from the brink of defeat. They lost to Hawaii by like 20 points. There's a minute left in the fourth. The defense can hold out. Tulsa will save themselves from relegation and live for another year in the ACC tier. Pass thrown away by Plummer. 49 seconds left. Pass to Sturdivant for 12 yards. First down for them. Pass incomplete for Hunter. 8-yard penalty against the defense brings them forward. Pass to Sturdivant for 9 yards. 22 seconds left with a great pass to Hunter for 26 yards on 2nd and 1. Incomplete pass intended for Anderson. 10 seconds left. Pass to Ott for 15 yards. They're in the red zone. Here we go. This is where games are made for. Pass to Anderson for 7 yards for a touchdown with 3 seconds left. The field goal is good by Longhetto. 21-all. 3 seconds left. Shoulders returns for 24. We're going to overtime. So overtime rules in NCAA, they start on the 40 and they basically score however they can. So going to overtime. Very exciting final game. They're playing for not being relegated. They're playing to stay alive in the ACC and stay alive in Tier 5 so they can be promoted next year to the championship league. Starting us off, -2 yards by Prince as Tulsa has the ball first. Then we have a pass to Stokes for 9 yards. A 5-yard rush by Prince on 3rd and 3. A 3-yard rush by Prince. Pass to Santana for 10 yards for a touchdown on 2nd and 7. Extra point is good by Long, 28-21. Plummer immediately returns that with a pass to Young for 13 yards. Then an incomplete pass intended for Sturdivant. Pass to Anderson for 12 yards for a touchdown. Extra point is good by Longhetto. Going to double overtime. Starting double overtime, we have Plummer throwing away his first pass. Then on 2nd and 10, pass to Anderson for 19 yards. Yeah, their pass defense is so good, man. Or the pass attack. Then we have pass thrown away by Plummer on 1st and 6. Then pass to Anderson for 6 yards for a touchdown on 2nd and 6. So Tulsa must now, extra points go by Longhetto. So Tulsa must now come back with that and score, or else their season is over. Well, it's already over, but they'll be relegated. Next, we have Bryn passing to Savannah for 1 yard. Pass to Santana for 18 yards. Great pass for them. 4-yard rush by Bryn. A 1-yard rush against the defense on 2nd and 1. Touchdown, 1-yard rush by Prince. Extra point good by Long. We're going into triple overtime, boys. Good job, Tulsa, California. Hell of a game. They already beat the last score of Hawaii. Very fun as we get into triple overtime. Pass thrown away by Bryn. Tulsa starts off first. Pass to Stokes for 8 yards. 4-yard rush by Prince on 3rd and 2. Keeps it alive. On 1st and 10, 11 yards. Then we have 2-yard rush by Prince. 2-point conversion, no good. D. Bryn passed to E. Hall. So they went for 2 points and they failed. Which means if California gets a touchdown and a field goal, game is over. Tulsa will lose. Let's do it. California, first play is a pass to Ott for 17 yards. Already in red zone. Then pass drop by Jerry. -4 yards rush by Ott. Game is over. Tulsa holds out against California. Oh, okay. I didn't see it, but Plummer was intercepted in the end zone by A. Goodlow. Give that man a medal. Tulsa held out against California in triple overtime. Great stuff. Great game. California will be officially relegated to the American tier. Will they be taking the place of Marshall, Baylor, South Carolina, and NC State? So sorry, California. Your time in the ACC will be missed. Good luck next year. California relegated. And that is the first game in the 6-game promotion relegation system. Great stuff right there. I'm very happy that it was so exciting near the end there. I really didn't expect that. That made me so excited. Hawaii won and they were done, and they're just like, okay, see ya. And then California and Tulsa ended up being a very exciting game. It felt like that the CPU was really listening to me. Nobody wanted to be relegated. They all wanted to stay in there. And as we end this game with a good low interception 41-35. All right, and then some ending stats: 16 first downs for Tulsa, 13 for California, 63 rushing yards to 21, 279 passing yards to 310, 0 turnovers to 3. Yeah, California had a lot of turnovers. The time of possession was 10:03 to 6:09. For having 3 turnovers and about the same stats, ended up being a very exciting game. Player of the game: 24-38, 279 yards, 7 carries for 15 yards and 3 total touchdowns for Davis Brin. Then Tyon Davis, 3 tackles, forced fumble, and fumble recovery. And then for Jack Plummer, 22-42, 310 yards, 5 touchdowns. And then Jackson had 7 tackles. So great stuff for both teams. Very exciting as we get into the real fun part of the Independent Reverse Tournament, which I will explain the rules to you soon. All right, we are back with the Independent Relegation League Tournament. So this is the fun stuff right here. So I wrote it down like a crazy person because I wasn't really sure how I wanted to do it. But basically, it's this. It's very confusing, very annoying. But essentially, it's going to be a reverse tournament like what you just saw. So it's going to be a little bit easier to explain. Seed 1 of the SEC Conference. So I basically did the seeds of the highest tier. State was the top seed. And all the losers in every single tier are going to be up for independent relegation. They're going to be regularly relegated no matter what, but they're playing to not be the 2 worst teams in the league. So in Seed 1, we have Nebraska. From the Big Ten Conference in Seed 2, we have Georgia Southern. From the Big 12 in Seed 3, we have Western Kentucky. In Seed 4, Pac-12, we have Mid-Tenn State. And Wisconsin was up there as well for relegation. Same with Bowling Green for Western Kentucky. But they had more conference and divisional wins, so they were safe from relegation. They were safe from independent relegation. They're still being regularly relegated at the end of the season. Seed 6 of the American Conference in Ball State. Seed 7, Sunbelt UTSA. Seed 8, MWC for Eastern Michigan. Seed 9, CUSA for Buffalo. Seed 10, MAC for Kent State. And Seed 11, Independent for Charlotte. What I'm going to do for the reverse tournament is the 3 bottom seeds of how I did it with California, Tulsa, and Hawaii. The 3 bottom seeds are the one getting the bye week. So the reverse tournament works as you win and you're done. You're safe from independent relegation. If you lose, then you move forward and you play Charlotte. So for example, this is the first game that we're going to play. It's Nebraska versus Eastern Michigan. If Eastern Michigan wins, then they're out. They're safe from independent relegation. Nebraska will lose, and now they'll play Charlotte for relegation. So then it'll be Nebraska versus Charlotte. Whoever wins that game is safe from independent relegation. Whoever loses moves forward and moves down the next line into the next slot. And then that's the same. So I did it how you would like playoffs. So the number 1 seed fights the number 8 seed because the bottom 3 teams to make the tournament even. The bottom 3 teams are all have a first round bye. So that's Buffalo, Kent State, and Charlotte. So the first game is going to be Nebraska versus Eastern Michigan. Then we have number 4 seed versus number 5, Mid-Tenn and Western Michigan. Then we have 2 and 7, Georgia Southern and UTSA, with the loser playing Kent State at number 10. Then we have number 3 and 6, Western Kentucky and Ball State. The loser plays number 9, Buffalo. And that'll keep going until we have 1 overall loser, and that person will be in the Independent League. And the winner from that game will then play the other winner from the other game for the last slot in the Independent League, and everybody else will be regularly relegated. All right, so actually, I decided that it wouldn't really make much sense to have because it'd only be 1 winner. So basically, what I'm going to do from now on in the system, the weakest team in the record across all seasons, they are independent. Everybody else plays out in the tournament, so only 10 people are in the tournament at the end because the weakest league is automatic independent. So that means Charlotte stays independent, finishing off their season because they finished off 0-12. All right, I flipped the page. It's a bit confusing, but here we go. This is the new relegation tournament tier. My drawing's horrible. It's not focusing either. So basically, it'll be a tournament of Nebraska and Eastern Michigan will still play. Kent State has a first round bye, and the loser of the Nebraska-Eastern Michigan game will play Kent State. The loser of that game will move forward and play the game against the loser of the Mid-Tenn and Western Michigan game. And then on the other side of the side, and that will become an ultimate loser on that side. So then the other side is Georgia Southern versus UTSA with Buffalo in a first round bye. So the loser of the Georgia South UTSA game will play the loser, and the loser of the Buffalo in that game will move forward against the Western Kentucky and Ball State loser. And those 2 teams will play against each other, and then there'll be an ultimate loser for that. And then those 2 losers of all those games will play against each other, and then there'll be 1 ultimate loser left That's going to be independent. So that's going to do it. That makes the most sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that first, where there's going to be one ultimate, whoever has the worst record across all the conferences, that'll be the single independent. And then there will be a 10 tournament person for the last official loser. I'm curious to see how both teams will do. Nebraska is in the SEC, but their records are very close, even though Eastern Michigan is in Tier 8 in the MWC. The top players, after editing the rosters to make it match dynasty, the 2 halfbacks for Eastern Michigan in a corner. Nebraska's side, we have a corner, a defensive tackle, and a tight end. So pretty nice stats for both of them. Very excited to see how this game will turn out. The first loser and the first winner for the relegation league table. So we'll do tails for Nebraska. I always flip a coin beforehand on which one I should click. So sim, and let's do a play-by-play. So here we go, Nebraska and Eastern Michigan. An Eastern Michigan and a Western Michigan, both in the relegation tournament in like 4 different, in like vastly different tiers as well. So that'll be kind of interesting on how that will turn out if they'll ever play against each other. Because theoretically, if Eastern Michigan loses and Western Michigan loses, then they could play against each other in a kind of rivalry game kind of style. But that's further down the line. We're not even playing this game yet, so let's do it. Kick by Gomez. R. Johnson returns for 19 yards. And we have a Purdy passes it to Fedone for 7 yards. -2 yards by Irvin. Pass to IG Castanda for 7 yards on 3rd and 4, giving them a first down. And then Castanda again for 21. Washington for 8. 6-yard rush by Irvin on 2nd and 2. Then a 12-yard penalty against the defense gets him in the field goal range. And now into the red zone with a 7-yard penalty against the defense. 5-yard rush by Irvin. And touchdown by Irvin. First point on the board for Nebraska. Extra point is no good. So if it's being like a double overtime, like the Tulsa Hawaii California game, then it might come down to a point. It's interesting. So Alvano no good, touchback. -3 yards by Boone to start off Michigan's drive. Pass to Getzener for 2 yards. Pass thrown away on 3rd and 11. He settled for a punt with a 14-yard return by Hartzog. Nebraska's back with the ball with a pass drop by Irving. 3-yard rush by Irving. Pass to M. Johnson for 12 yards on 3rd and 7, bringing them a first down. And then they start off the first down with a Liebentrit for 2 yards. Pass drop by Kemp for pass to Washington for 14 yards. 8-yard rush by Johnson. 8 yards by Johnson. -4 by Johnson. 2nd and 12, 5 yards by Irving. And then a 3-yard penalty against the defense brings them into goal line mode with a 3-yard rush by Irving. Touchdown. Extra point is good by Alvano. Their total is now 13-0. They are 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the second. So scored pretty good points so far for their first go of it. Returned by Baydoun for 24 yards. Pass thrown away by Smith. Incomplete pass intended for Drummond. Incomplete pass for Drummond on 3rd and 10. They settle for a punt. So back-to-back punts for Eastern Michigan as Purdy sets up back on the ball with an independent pass for Washington dropped. Then for Kemp dropped. 2-yard rush by Purdy with 2 minutes left in the second. Smith passes to Drummond for 5 yards. Then incomplete pass for Oaks on 2nd and 5. Then on 3rd and 5, a very key 3rd down. They pass it to Jackson for 21 yards. Their first down of the game. And then a pass to Jackson for 5. Pass to Jackson for 16. Pass to Westmoreland for 7. Pass drop by Jackson. 2-yard rush by Jackson on 3rd and 3. It's going to be 4th and 1. Let's see what they do. 38-yard field goal is good by Gomez. 13-3. First points on the board with a minute left in the second. Pass thrown away by Purdy to start off their next drive. Pass to Castanda for 5 yards. 4-yard rush by Irving. Really running off the clock already. And then they punted. So 26 seconds left. Let's see how Eastern Michigan responds. Pass to Oaks for 5. Halftime. So it took 22 seconds to pass 5 yards as we get into the third and the second half. Very close game so far with 13-3. As we have a 64-yard kick by Buschini with a 22-yard return by Jackson. Then we have a 2-yard rush by Jackson, 1 yard by Smith. Smith then passes to Baydoun for 34 yards, getting very good coverage. Their biggest play of the game so far. Then on their next drive, we have a 4-yard rush by Smith, 5 yards by Jackson. On 3rd and 1, it's dropped. So let's see, 44-yard field goal, no good by Gomez. Yeah, the NCAA sucks at field goals, man, I swear. Then starting off Nebraska's first play of the third quarter, -2 yards by Irving. Sacked by Purdy for 9-yard loss. They settle for a punt with Drummond calling a fair catch. Western Michigan now has the ball again when Smith throws it away. Pass to Westmoreland for 8 yards on 3rd and 2. Pass for Baydoun for 15. 13-yard penalty against the defense. Puts them into field goal range. Pass thrown away. 3-yard rush by Jackson. Pass to Westmoreland for 12 yards. Another crucial 3rd down for them. Pass thrown away. Pass to K. Noon for 15 yards. They're now on the goal line. 1-yard rush by Smith. Touchdown. Nice little quarterback rush. Extra point is good by Gomez. Western Michigan and Nebraska are now 3 points difference. 30 seconds left in the third as we move forward with Nebraska getting the ball next. And a pass from Purdy to Kemp for 1 yard. Incomplete pass for Washington. Crucial 3rd and 9. 4-yard rush. Eastern Michigan now has the ball with momentum. Incomplete pass intended for Drummond. Pass drop by Baydoun. Pass to Jackson for 2 yards. 4th and 8. They punt. Oh, no. They don't punt. They go. Tomasz punts for 44 yards. Recovered by Michigan. So I think the punt was blocked. Eastern Michigan has the ball again. They have another chance. Pass drop by Oaks. 1 yard penalty against the defense. They can get there. 5 yard penalty against the offense. 5 yard penalty against the defense. Very going back and forth. A. Smith pass to Zimmerman for 17 yards. Crucial 1st down. Pass drop by Zesterman. 2 minutes left in the fourth as A. Smith passes it to New for 14 yards. 1st and 8, 3 yard rush by Jackson. Touchdown, 5 yard rush by Jackson. Extra point is good by Gomez. Eastern Michigan has made a comeback of a lifetime as there's 2 minutes left in the fourth. Nebraska might get upset here. It just depends on how they respond as Johnson returns the kick for 21 yards. Kim passes it for 12 yards. Washington for 25. They're tearing up the field now. Pass thrown away, incomplete pass. 3rd and 10. Pass to Kemp for 24 yards. Crucial 3rd down for them. -1 yards by Irving. 1 minute left in the fourth. 7-yard rush by Purdy. Pass to Castana for 13 yards for a touchdown. Extra point is good by Albano. 45 seconds left. Eastern Michigan has to kick a field goal or else their hopes are over to not be independent relegated in this turn. Baydoun returns for 20 yards. 4-yard rush by Smith. 30 seconds left for Eastern Michigan to respond. Pass thrown away by Smith. Passing incomplete pass. 3rd and 6. Crucial 4th down for them. Pass to Baydoun for 8 yards. They get the 1st down. 20 seconds left. They got to call a timeout. They got to get a field goal range. Pass to Oaks for 6 yards. 16 seconds left. 10-yard penalty against the offense. That's a waste of 5 seconds. Incomplete pass intended for Joman. 4 seconds left. They're out of field goal range. 5-yard penalty to defense. Game is over. Eastern Michigan could not make a comeback of the lifetime. They lost to Nebraska 20-17. Sorry, Eastern Michigan. You had a very good game. Nebraska is safe from independent relegation. First downs for Eastern Michigan 9 to Nebraska's 10. Rushing yards 27-55. Passing yards 192-151. Nebraska had 1 turnover, which was actually pretty crucial. That block punt, basically, that turned into their touchdown and really gave them some momentum. The time of possession 6:44-5:16. Then the players of the game: Austin Smith 17-34 for 192, 4 carries, 10 yards, and a touchdown. The tight end has defensive stats. That's a bug. Then their halfback 13 carries for 34 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Blaise Gunnerson 5 tackles, tackle for loss, and a sack. So Eastern Michigan moves on in the loser bracket. All right, and then on the other side of the tournament to make it even, we have Georgia Southern versus UTSA. So Georgia Southern is a part of the Big Ten, so they're seed 2, and then UTSA is seed 7 in the Sun Belt. So Georgia Southern, 77 overall, 79 offense, 78 defense. UTSA, 84 overall, 83 offense, 85 defense. So Cardenas, their tight end, Frazier, the corner, and Robinson, the corner. So pretty good defense for them. And then for UMass, we have a middle linebacker, a strong safety, and a halfback. UTSA starts with the ball. They return for 19 yards. 7-yard rush by Smith to start off their first drive, and then -2 by Smith. 3rd and 5, pass to D. Clark for 13, crucial 3rd down. Pass to Z. Franklin for 13, incomplete pass intended for Cephas. Pass to Z. Franklin for 7 yards. They're really tearing it up, but then Marburg got sacked on 3rd and 3, so they're going to have to settle for a punt for 49 yards. Georgia Southern starting off with the ball with 7-yard rush by Jay White, then a -3 by White. 10-yard penalty against the offense brings them very much closer. Then on 3rd and 16, pass to Sanders for 23. Great field position for them as they move to the chains. -2 yards by Jaselki. Jaselki thrown away. Pass to Sanders for 25 yards, really tearing up the passing game. Incomplete pass intended for Wood on 1st and 10. And then on 2nd and 10, passes to Burgess for 9. Pass thrown away by Jaselki on 3rd and 1. On 4th and 1, punts for -79 yards. Touchback. Probably would have been in field goal range if they would have just tried to kick a field goal or go for it. But NCAA always sucks on field goals and never goes for it on 4th and 1. We have UTSA with the ball back. 8-yard rush by Smith. -3 yards by Smith. Incomplete pass intended for Ogle. That's another punt by them. 5-yard penalty against the defense to start them off. And then Jaselki dropped it. Incomplete pass intended for Green. 3rd and 5, sacked for -2. They punt as well. 3 minutes left in the second. First quarter had no score, and going to be a very close game for them. 10-yard penalty against the offense to start them off, and then a pass to Smith for 1 yard. Incomplete pass intended for Smith. Incomplete pass intended for Smith on 3rd and 19. They're going to punt. 6-yard rush by Jaselki to start off Georgia Southern on their next drive as we have 2 minutes left in the second. Then thrown away on 3rd and 4, passes to 14. Passes it to K. Hood for 14 yards for a 1st down. Then on 1st down, 2-yard rush by White. Jaselki passes to Burgess for 9 yards. They're in the red zone. 3-yard rush by Jaselki. But then he's sacked for that same 3 yards. 3rd and 7. Passes to McAfee for 15 yards for a touchdown. First points on the board. Extra point is good by Raynor. UMass leads 7-0 against UTSA. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the second. As Cephas returns the kick for 23 yards. Marburger to Ogle for 5 yards. On 2nd and 5, it's dropped. Pass to Smith for 8 yards to keep their drive alive on 3rd and 5. Then intended for Clark, dropped. Pass thrown away. Pass to Gardenas for 7 yards. It's 4th and 3. They're going to settle for a punt, returned by Mayfield. Then Jasucky drops it by Hood to White for 6 yards. 3rd and 4, 5-yard rush by White. Intercepted. Jasucky's intercepted by Robinson for 17 yards. UTSA has a chance to score before the end of the half. They have 14 seconds left. Margaret passes to Smith for 10 yards. They're 2nd and inches. 6 seconds left. Passes to Bradley for 3 yards for a touchdown with 2 seconds left in the second. Extra point is good by Sackett. They tie the game right before the end of the half. Great job, UTSA. 7-yard rush by White to start off their first drive of the second half. Jasucky incomplete pass intended for Burgess. 6-yard rush by Basalki. Passes to Burgess for 26 yards on 1st and 10. 5-yard penalty to the offense to offset that. And then pass to K. Hood for 16 yards. Jasucky's mad. He's trying to score real quick. Then on 1st and 10, 5-yard rush by him. Pass thrown away. 3rd and 5, passes to White for 3 yards. And then field goal good by Raynor on 4th and 2. Georgia Southern brings back and sells for a field goal at the start of the second half in their first drive. Minute 42 left in the third. UMass leading UTSA 10-7. Starting off the next drive, UTSA's first drive of the second half, they do a 4-yard rush by Marburger, 6 yards by Smith. 3rd and 1, they pass to Franklin for 25. On their next play on the 1st and 10, fumble recovered by Georgia Southern in Thompson for 1 yard. So after the interception in the second half to settle, they got a touchdown. Now they fumbled with Jasucky having great field goal position, incomplete pass intended for McAfee. And then Jasucky immediately is intercepted by Wisdom, and he runs 33 yards, putting them into the red zone. UTSA has a chance to score off this drive. 5-yard rush by Smith, 8 yards by Smith. Pass to Franklin for 2 yards for a touchdown. UTSA has officially scored on both the touchdowns on the very next drive. They're only getting in the field goal range from their defense, really hanging in there, really doing strong. Extra point is good, 14-10 UTSA. 19 seconds left in the third as they settle for a touchback. And Jasucky dropped by Burgess. The -1 by Jasucky. 3rd and 11, 5-yard penalty against the defense. 1st and 10, 7-yard rush by White. Jasucky passes to Jones for 13 yards, putting him in at the 50. And then an incomplete pass intended for Singleton. A 4-yard rush by White. Incomplete pass intended for a Hood. 4th and 6. Jasucky goes for it for 6 yards, giving them the first down. And then he passes to Hood again for 14 on 1st and 10. And then to Hood again for 13. Then 4-yard rush by White. Passes it to Hood once again for 10 yards for a touchdown. Extra point is good. UMass leads UTSA 17-14 with 2 minutes left in the fourth. And this is going to be a nail-biter. Touchback, of course. Marburger passes thrown away on their next drive. I bet he's feeling the heat. Marburger passes to Ogle for 8 yards. Crucial 3rd and 2. 5-yard penalty to the defense. Gives them the first down. He then throws away on the next drive. Thrown away again. Incomplete pass intended for Clark. 4th and 10. He goes for it. He's intercepted by Wilson for 0 yards, giving UMass great field position to put this game away. 5-yard rush by White. -3 by White. 5-yard rush by White. 4th and 3, they punt. So UTSA stopped UMass from getting forward and moving the chains. But UTSA has only a minute left to combat that and kick at least a field goal. Marjorie passes to Ogle for 22 yards. 1 minute left. Incomplete pass intended for Ogle. On 2nd and 2, he throws it away. On 3rd and 10, he gets a 10-yard penalty against the offense, ruining his field position. 1-yard penalty against the defense on 3rd and 20. On 1st and 10, passes thrown away. Incomplete pass intended for Franklin on 2nd and 3. 3rd and 10, incomplete pass. On 4th and 10, 4-yard rush by Marger. Turnover on downs. UTSA almost had it, but they really choked near the end. Georgia Southern saves themselves from independent relegation as they had 12 first downs to 7, 55 rushing yards to 43, 202 passing yards to 124, 2 turnovers apiece. Very interesting turnovers too. That's the only way UTSA scored was off those 2 interceptions. The time of possession, 640 to 520. And then on the players of the game, we have Zachary Franklin, wide receiver, 4 receptions for 47 yards and a touchdown. Then Rashad Wisdom, tackle and interception. That was a good tackle, an interception, I mean. And then for UMass, we have Caleb Hood, 6 receptions for 73 yards and a touchdown. And then Najee Thompson, 2 tackles, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. This is going to be the next round of the relegation tournament. Kent State versus Eastern Michigan. So Eastern Michigan lost against Nebraska, so they move forward in the tournament. Eastern Michigan is 81 overall, 81 offense, 82 defense. Kent State is 79 overall with 83 offense and 76 defense, so it's going to be another close game. The relegation tournament has been very close. I think it really helped that I grabbed everybody's top 10 players. Makes the games a lot more balanced and a lot more fun, so I'm very happy I did that. I'm very excited to see how the teams do and how everything happens, because this is also a MAC tournament, apparently. MAC rivalry game, so that's going to be interesting as well. As we have the top players for Eastern Michigan, Boone, Jackson, and Shine, 2 halfbacks and a corner. And then for Kent State, the first team, there are Cooper, halfback, West, defensive tackle, and Clark, a strong safety. Smith to Nui for 8 yards as Eastern Michigan starts off this drive with a good 8-yard run, and then a 6-yard rush by Jackson, 6 yards by Smith, passes to Baydoun for 26. So it's already starting off strong. Baydoun really got a lot of yards last game against Nebraska. They ended up losing by very little points, but they really hung in there. Kent State is a outlier. They haven't shown themselves on the field yet, so it's going to be a very interesting game. And then fire opponent is the offense. Smith immediately got intercepted by Gamble for 8 yards. Kent State really bringing the heat as they start off with a 7-yard rush by Cooper, -2 by Schlee. On 3rd and 6, they pass to Polk for 31 yards, putting him in the field goal range. Then a pass to Polk for 26 again. Really love Polk, putting them into the red zone. 5-yard rush by Polk. Touchdown by Cooper very, very quickly. Intercepted and immediately scored a touchdown. Kent State, field goal is good, and then kicked it right back to Jackson for 23 yards. Smith then passes to Baydoun, one of his favorite wide receiver, for 24, then throws away. The -3 by Jackson, 3rd and 13, fire opponent against the defense. 3rd and 8, pass thrown away, settles for a punt. Kent State now has the ball as their first offensive drive, not based off of an interception, so we'll see how they do with 34 seconds left in the first. 6-yard rush by Leach and a 3-yard rush by Shield. Then on 3rd and 1, 5-yard rush by Cooper, bringing them a first down with what they start off with a 1-yard rush by Schlee. Then a pass to Cooper for 0 yards. Pass thrown away on 3rd and 9. Then on 4th and 9, they punt with a 6-yard return by Turaman. Only punts for 37 yards, though, kind of weak. Then a 2-yard rush by Jackson. Passes to New for 28 yards. Their best yardage of the game so far. And then passes to Drummond for 33 for a touchdown. Field goal is good. They're tied 7-all. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second. As Cephas returns for 17 yards on the kick. And then passes thrown away immediately. Then incomplete pass. Passes to Polk for 21 yards, keeping their drive alive on 3rd and 10. And then passes to Cephas for 12 yards, another first down. 11 yards, another first down. 17 yards, another first down. 24 yards, another first down in the red zone. Really tearing up the Eastern Michigan defense as they score a touchdown with Schlee. And then an extra point good by Glass. Jackson then returns for 25 yards. Really good returning percentage for Jackson as Smith throws it away on 1st and 10. And then passes Drummond for 17 yards for a crucial first down. And then a pass thrown away to Baydoun, his favorite receiver, for 20 yards, giving them another first down, 9 yards, 2nd and 1. For 10 yards, another first down, 2 yards. 10-yard penalties, the offense ruining their forward progress as there's 30 seconds left in the second. They have to score right here as they get another first down. 3rd and 7, they pass for 7 yards. And then passes to Boone for 9 yards for a touchdown. Field goal is good. 14-all with 8 seconds left in the second. That'll end the half. Starting off the half, we have Williams returning for 16 yards. Then Schlee passes dropped by Cephas as Kent State tries to get the ball rolling and try to get ahead of Eastern Michigan as we are tied up. 3-yard rush by Schlee. 4th and 4, he punts. Drummond calls a fair catch, and then Smith immediately goes to his best receiver for Baydoun for 21. But then he's intercepted, his second interception of the game by K. Johns, as Schlee then passes to Polk for 26 yards, putting them right in the field goal range immediately. And then he throws it away. 2 yards by Schlee. On 3rd and 8, it's an incomplete pass. There's now 4th and 8. They settle for a field goal, but no good by Glass. 14-all stands. Smith immediately turns around and passes to Westermoland for 11 yards for a first down. Then a 7-yard rush by Baydoun. 10-yard penalty against the offense. 7-yard rush by Jackson. On 3rd and 5, passes to New for 8 yards, giving them a good first down with a minute left in the third. And then an incomplete pass for Baydoun. 7-yard rush by Jackson. 3rd and 3, -3 by Jackson. They're going to settle for a punt. That's not returned. Then a 7-yard rush by Williams as Kent State gets the ball back. Then a 15 yards by Cephas and another first down. Incomplete pass. 9-yard rush by Williams. 10-yard penalty against the offense to start their next first down. And then incomplete pass intended for Polk. On 2nd and 20, pass thrown away. 3rd and 20, fire penalty against the defense. 3rd and 15, pass thrown away. They settle for a punt. Eastern Michigan gets the ball back with 2 minutes left in the fourth. Smith throwing it away on the first play, and then Baydoun for 1 yard. Pass to Westmoreland for 8 yards. Then they immediately punt. Then a minute 45 left, and Kent State has the ball back. Walker gets another first down for 13 yards and thrown away. Pass to Williams for 38. A very good first down, and that puts them in the red zone as Eastern Michigan tries to stop them from scoring, or else the game could be over. 4-yard rush by Williams. 2-yard rush by Schlee. passes to Polk for 10 yards for a touchdown. Kent State is now up on the board 21-14 with a minute left in the fourth as Baydoun returns the ball for 22, then passes to Jackson for 7. Eastern Michigan needs to wake up and play well to stay in this game as Smith got sacked. So it's now 3rd and 5. They got to get right here. Baydoun for 13, his favorite receiver. 43 seconds left as Jackson for 33, almost in the red zone. Pass to 28. They're on the goal line. They just got to run it in. Pass thrown away. Negative 2-yard rush. 3rd and goal. 13 seconds left. Passes to Baydoun for 3 yards for a touchdown. PAT is good. 5 seconds left. 21 all. Touchback. We're going to overtime. I love overtime. It's so exciting. Overtime works where both teams are on the 40 and they try to score, and they basically score back to back. Whoever has basically outlasts the other team is essentially a shootout wins. So you have to just keep scoring points. The last time that played out was Tulsa and Hawaii, I believe, or no, not Tulsa and Hawaii. Hawaii was Tulsa and California. They went into triple overtime, but California went for it for a 2-point conversion and they missed. So Tulsa scored on that next drive and they won. So I'm interested to see how this overtime will go. So first play of the game, Smith passes to Jackson for 20 yards. Eastern Michigan gets the ball first. Pass thrown away. Incomplete pass intended for New. 3rd and 5, dropped by Westerland. Field goal is good by Kent State, by Gomez, so they settle for a field goal. So if Kent State scores a touchdown, the game is over. Incomplete pass intended for LaFloria. Passes to Bunton for 14 yards, putting him in the red zone. Pass thrown away on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Kent State. They win 27-24 against Eastern Michigan. Great game, boys. Kent State wins, and they get themselves out of relegation. 15 first downs to Kent State's 14, 27 rushing yards to 73, 348 passing yards to 269. 2 turnovers that were crucial against Eastern Michigan to 0. They really hung in there, but those interceptions definitely came at bad times. In time of possession, 5:57 to 9:03. Players of the game, we had Austin Smith at quarterback, 24-36, 348 yards to 3 touchdowns, and then 2 tackles and a forced fumble. Colin Schley, 15-28, 269 yards, 7 carries, 11 yards, 3 total touchdowns. We had Kinsel Gamble, 3 tackles, and an interception. That interception was crucial for both teams and really put the game away for Kent State. All right, so the next losing team, we have the number 9 seed Buffalo against the number 7 seed UTSA. Buffalo is 77 overall, 74 offense, 83 defense. UTSA is 84 overall, 83 offense, and 85 defense. So barring an upset, UTSA might have a good chance, but that should have been the case with Kent State and Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan had a better overall record. Their best players are their tight end, their corner, and their corner. So good defensive corners. So let's see how they play. And then we have a full safety, a middle linebacker, and a DT. So pretty good overall average on their players as we move forward with the relegation bracket and see how they do. So we're just going to pick a random play. So it looks like Buffalo is going to kick, so we're going to defend right as always. And then let's sim, and then we'll do the play-by-play. So starting off with a kick by Baltar for a touchback. 2-yard penalties to the defense to start off the first drive of the game as Buffalo plays UTSA on Vanderbilt Stadium. Then Marberger passes to Cardenas for 8 yards. Marberger was pretty good, but he threw a bunch of crucial interceptions that really slowed them down as we have 3rd and 2. An 8-yard rush by Smith on 3rd and 2 gives them the first down. Marberger passes to Ogle for 10, another first down, negative 3 yards by Smith. Marberger passes thrown away. They settle for a punt on 4th and 3. And then starting off, Buffalo's first time with the ball, Snyder passes it to Hines for 19 yards. Very, very good for them. Immediately starting the game with a first down really gives them some positive reinforcement. Snyder passes thrown away, negative 1-yard rush by Cook. Thrown away on 3rd and 11. They have to punt, and then Cephas calls a fair catch. UTSA now has the ball as there's a 5-yard rush by Smith, and then negative 4 by Smith. Marberger passes to Garnett for 31 yards, his biggest play of this game, as there are 30 seconds left in the first, and they get another first down. But then he's immediately sacked for negative 1 yards, and then a 7-yard rush by Smith to combat that. Then on 3rd and 5, throws away. He's going to have to punt for 51 yards. Back with Buffalo, passes to Hines for 13 yards. Seems like his favorite wide receiver. They then have a negative 3-yard rush by Cook, and then an incomplete pass back to, and then another drop pass, then punt. 4-yard rush by Smith. 15-yard penalty is the defense, puts them in about the 50. Then a pass to Cardenas for 7 yards. Pass to Brady for 18 yards. Marberger's got a first down, and he's also in field goal range. Then 2-yard rush by Smith. Negative 4 by Smith. 5-yard penalty against the defense, bringing them into an incomplete pass by Ogle. Then 4th and 7, 51-yard field goal is good by Sackett. UTSA is on the board 3-0 with 2 minutes left in the second. Snyder passes to R. Cook to start off their next drive with 13 yards as Buffalo tries to combat that field goal and try to bring it back before the end of the half and tie up the game. Passes to Williams for 11, Magnus for 2, incomplete pass intended for Hines On third and 8, it passes to Marshall for a first down. And passes to Marshall for 13 yards with a minute left in the field goal range. Passes to Hines for 5 yards, trying to get a first down before the end of the half. Passes to Cook for 7. Passes to Hines for 5. They're in the red zone. 3-yard rush by Snyder. Passes to Marshall for 6 yards for a touchdown. Field goal is good. Buffalo leads 7-3 with 17 seconds left in the second as Cephas returns it for 27. And then Ogle drops the ball. 3-yard rush by Smith. Snyder passes to Magnus for 16 yards to start off their first drive. Great first drive for them. Automatic first down. But then Snyder sacked for an 8-yard loss. 2 and 18, 10-yard penalty against the offense. Went back 20 yards. 2nd and 18, passes to Hines for 13. 3rd and 15, passes to 13. It's going to be 4th and 2. They punt. UTSA passes to Franklin for 8. Negative 2 yards by Brady. Passes thrown away by Marbuger. And then they settle for a punt. So slow going to start off the second half, but pretty interesting all the same. 5-yard penalty against the offense. 8-yard rush by Cook. Snyder passes it for Magnus for 7. 9-yard rush by Cook. Getting the first down. On 1st and 10, incomplete pass. Pass to Cook for 1. Pass to Magnus for 8. 4th and 1. Field goal no good by McNutty. They don't have a chance to get closer to the score. On their next drive, negative 3 yards by Smith. 10-yard penalty against the offense. Marbuger passes to Franklin for 7. Marbuger passes to drop by Smith. On 4th and 16, punt, fair catch. Snyder pass thrown away on their next drive. So they got a no-good field goal on their last drive. So they're looking to extend their lead in this one and hopefully put this game away. Snyder passes to Marshall for 12. 3-yard rush by Snyder. We're in the fourth quarter as Magnus drops the ball on 2nd and 7. Brings up a crucial 3rd and 7. Passes to Magnus for 45 yards for a touchdown. Kick is good. McNutty, 14-3, as Buffalo looks to put this game away against UTSA. Marbuger passes to Clark for 2. Marbuger to Smith for 0. A crucial 3rd and 8. Ogle for 12 yards. Ogle for 25 yards. Pass drop by Ogle. Ogle for 9 yards. Look how he's just going to keep throwing Ogle. Hopefully, hope for the best. 3rd and 1. Very crucial. Field goal range. 6-yard rush by Marbuger to keep their hopes alive. Pass drop by Cephas. Sacked for negative 4 yards. Minute and 39 left as on a crucial 3rd and 14. Pass to Clark for 20 yards. They're in the red zone. They're 5 yards away from the end zone. Pass to Ogle for 4 yards for a touchdown. 2-point conversion. No good. No good. Pass thrown away. Onside kick recovered by Buffalo. 14-9. Minute and 16 left in the fourth quarter. 4-yard rush by Cook. 3 yards by Cook. Negative 3 by Cook. 4th and 6. Pass to Cook for 34 yards. Looking to run out the clock, but now they're about to score once again. But they fumbled. Recovered by UTSA in horrible field position for them. 50 seconds left. They got to score right here in 50 seconds to keep their dream alive of not being relegated to independent. Marbuger's first pass is thrown away. 7-yard rush by Marbuger. 3rd and 3, incomplete pass. 4th and 3. 10-yard penalty against the offense. 4th and 13. Marbuger pass dropped by Bradley. Game is over. Game is over. Marbuger choked in the last minute. If they would have worked towards it, they would have made it. But Buffalo is being not relegated to independent as we end this game. The ending stats, 8 first downs to 12 for UTSA to Buffalo. 30 rushing yards tied up. Passing yards is 161 to 255. 0 turnovers to 1. Buffalo had an interception that fumble that ended up almost sealing the game away, but their defense held out. And then 5:58 time of possession to 6:02. Players of the game, Eddie Lee Marbuger, 14 to 26, 161 yards, touchdown, 2 carries, 13 yards. And then Simon, the left end, fumble, and then fumble recovery. And then Cole Snyder on their quarterback, 21 to 29, 255, 2 touchdowns. And then Damon Williams, 4 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack. So it looks like there's been 2 upsets. The 2 weakest seeds in the relegation draft win, and they stay out of independent relegation. UTSA moves on as one of the losers as we move forward to the 4 teams that have never played before but are next on the bracket. So next we have Mid-10 and Western Michigan. Mid-10 State is 79 overall, 75 offense, 83 defense. Western Michigan is 77 overall, 77 offense, and 78 defense. So it's going to be a very close game. I'm really excited to see how this one goes. This is our first setting up almost the quarterfinals as we move forward in the relegation system. So 2 upsets so far. The 9th seed and the 10th seed moving forward, not being relegated to independent, keeping their dreams alive of getting promoted next year and not going further down the line. So Cook, defensive tackle, halfback, and corner for Mid-10. And then for Western Michigan, they have a defensive tackle, a sender, and a kicker as their best 3 players. So it's going to be a very tough game for both teams. But I'm really excited to see how things turn out. All the games in the relegation have been close. I'm really excited for that because of just how similar their records have been. Makes it a lot more interesting. Let's start the play-by-play. Here we go. Starting off with the ball, we have a kick by Mihalik for a touchback, and -2 yards by Peasant as Mid-Tenn keeps their dream alive of not being relegated to independent because the number 4 seed and then the number 5 seed are playing against each other. Mid-Tenn wants to stay not going to independent because it gives them another chance to get back into the Pac-12 next season and keep their hopes alive of staying in the primary league. So here we go. -2 by Peasant, 4 yards by Peasant. Cunningham, pass thrown away. Punch settles for a punt on their first drive. And then Western Michigan starts off with a 4-yard run by Slowpick. Passes to Tyler for 15. Puts them at the 50. Then passes to Galloway for 7. 5-yard rush by Slowpick. First down. -4 yards by Tyler. Slowpick, pass drop by Abbott. Incomplete pass on 3rd and 14. They punt. So good 2 first drives and then punting in the end. And a minute 30 left as Mid-Tenn State rushes their quarterback with Cunningham and then responds with Alley for 21. Good first down. And then Gathings for 8 as they get into the other person's territory. 6-yard rush by Cunningham. 5 yards by Peasant. 6 yards by Peasant. First down by 4-yard rush by Cunningham. 5 yards by Peasant. 7 yards by Peasant. Looks like they're better on the run game than the passing game. Whatever works for them. As we have a 1st and 10, 8-yard rush by Peasant as they get into the red zone with a 1-yard penalty to the defense. Touchdown by Cunningham. QB run. Extra point is good by Rankin. Mid-Tenn State is on the field first. Mid-Tenn State is on the scoreboard first as they are winning Western Michigan 7-0, ending the first quarter, as we get into the second quarter. 2 minutes and 53 seconds left. Touchback. 3-yard rush by Slopik. Western Michigan's trying to tie up the game and keep their playoff hopes alive. As we go to Grooms for 13 yards. 7-yard rush by Slopik. 4-yard rush by Tyler. 7 yards by Tyler. 5 yards by Tyler. 5 yards by Tyler. It looks like they're also trying to do the run game as they get in the field goal range. Salvik passes to Galloway for 28 yards. They're at the end zone. -1s by Salvik. Touchdown by Salvik. Extra point is good. Tied up the game. 1 minute 45 left. As no team wants to be relegated. They're playing their hearts out. Then 2-yard rush by Cunningham to start the next drive. Cunningham's thrown away. -3 yards by Peasant. 4th and 11. They punt. And then Salopik passes to Tyler for 2, passes to Buzma for 5, passes to Mack for 17, first down, 5-yard penalty to the defense, pass thrown away, passes to Mack for 13 as they get into the red zone, and then pass drop by Galloway, pass to Crooms for 12 yards as they get to the 10, incomplete pass for Crooms, 2nd and goal, passes to Tyler for 10 yards for a touchdown. Western Michigan brought it back. They're now 14-7 with 18 seconds left in the second, trying to put this game away before they can even try. Gets sacked for 11 yards, and that's the half. 73-yard kick by Oldbridge, touchback. 3-yard rush by Tyler as Western Michigan gets the ball back, trying to put this game away. -1 yards by Tyler. 3rd and 8, passes to Tyler for 2 yards. Punts, 10-yard return. Incomplete pass from Cunningham. Incomplete again. Passes to Gathings for 36 yards. Crucial third down as they get a first down into the red zone. But then Cunningham immediately intercepted by Piper for 0 yards. Western Michigan has the ball back and the momentum with 2 minutes left in the third. As Solopik passes to Crooms for 11 yards, first down. Pass thrown away on the next play. Pass intended for Crooms, 3rd and 10. Sack. They have to punt now. Mid-10, good field position as Cunningham passes it to Lane for 11 yards, putting them into their correct field zone. 7-yard rush by Peasant. -2 by Peasant on 3rd and 4. Passes to Lane for 8 yards, keeping their drive alive with a crucial first down. 6-yard rush by Peasant. Passes to Chisholm for 16 yards for a touchdown. Extra point is good. Tied up. 41 seconds left in the third. Salabik, incomplete pass intended for Crooms. 3rd and 3, passes to Bosma for 7 yards. Crucial first down. As then we have a 6-yard rush and a 6-yard rush. Passes to Jefferson for 2 yards. Start of the 4th. As 5-yard rush by Jefferson. Western Michigan is trying to give the momentum back. Incomplete pass for Galloway. 4-yard rush by Salabik. 3rd and 6, 7-yard rush by Tyler. First down. Pass to Wilson for 15 yards on the first down. Another first down. Into the red zone with a 6-yard rush by Tyler. 7-yard rush by Tyler. Incomplete pass intended for Galloway. 3-yard rush by Gallup. 3rd and goal. Touchdown. 3-yard run by Tyler. Extra point is good by Domshik. Western Michigan takes the lead back 21-14 with a minute left in the 4th. Mid-Tenn State, let's see how they respond. E-Man returns for 20 yards. Cunningham, another incomplete pass. Really been hit or miss on Cunningham so far throughout this entire game. Passes to Ali for 9 yards. 3rd and 1, very crucial. -3 yards by Peasant. 4th and 4. Let's see how they do. Pass thrown away. Turnover on downs. -2 by Tyler. 6-yard rush by Salopik. Pass to Galloway for 18. Starting in a fantastic field position. Salopik kneels. 3-yard rush by Tyler. 6-yard rush by Tyler. 4th and goal. 33 seconds left. Field goal is good by Domshik. 24-14. This game is done. Western Michigan holds out against Mid-Tenn State. Some ending stats. 9 first downs for Mid-Tenn State against 16 for Western Michigan. 66 to 97 rushing yards, 151 to 177 passing yards, 1 turnover from Mid-Tenn State, and then 0 for Western Michigan. Time of possession, 506 to 654. So Western Michigan really stomped that game. Player of the game, Chase Kinningham, 9 of 18 for 151 yards, 5 carries, 17 yards, and 2 total touchdowns. So very mediocre game for him. Raekwon Hartley, 5 tackles, tackle for loss and a sack. Jack Salopik, 16 of 26, 177 yards, 12 carries, 43 yards, 2 total touchdowns. Then Andre Carter, 7 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss and a sack. All right, next game we have on the tournament. This will establish our top 4. No matter what, these top 4 teams, one of these teams is going into the MAC tier. So the MAC tier will have to be resituated between the CUSA. So Wake Forest and Rice are being promoted, and Wyoming and Akron are being relegated. Then Indiana Buffalo are being relegated to MAC. And then UNLV is being promoted to CUSA, and then ULM, UTEP, and Kent State are all down for relegation. Once I actually set up how the 2015 season is going to work with the promotion and relegation, then I'll have a better idea on what I need to re-edit. But for now, the top 4 teams are all up for the tier 10. As long as they keep winning out, then they won't be independent relegated. So next we have Western Kentucky and Ball State, and then the loser of this game plays UTSA. So Ball State 81 overall, 79 offense, 82 defense. Then Western Kentucky 79 overall, 79 offense, 78 defense. So it's going to be another very close game based off of overall percentage. So we'll see how that goes. We have start off with a tight end, a corner, and a cornerback, or a center, I mean. Then the other team, Western Kentucky, has a right end, a wide receiver, and a left guard. Western Kentucky starts off their next drive with a 2-yard rush by Veltkamp. Incomplete pass intended for Smith. Passes to Corley for 17, 3rd and 8, got a first down. Passes dropped by Smith. Veltkamp sacked for -1 yards. Passes to Irvin Poindexter for 13. Passes to Corey for 12 yards. 2 first downs back-to-back. Passes to Smith for 5. On 2nd and 5 is thrown away. Passes to Smith for 6 yards for a crucial first down. 5-yard rush by Irvin. The 2nd and 5, 6 yards for a touchdown. Extra point good by Canero. Western Kentucky currently leads 7-0 with 1 minute left in the first. So on their last drive, Ball State settled for a punt. Now let's see what they do on their second drive. 5-yard rush by Kelly. Kelly passes to Jackson for 8. 6-yard rush by Pemberton. Pass drop by C-Steele. Passes to Jackson for 24 yards on a crucial first down. 14 seconds left with a 4-yard rush by Steele. 8-yard penalty against the defense brings them even further. 3-yard rush. 7-yard rush, putting them into the red zone. Pass to Jackson for 5 yards. 5-yard rush by Steele. 2-yard touchdown by Kelly. Nice little QB run as they get an extra point good. Tied up 7-all. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second. Poindexter returns for 17 yards on the kick. Incomplete pass from Veltkamp. Veltkamp is then sacked for -4 on 3rd and 14. He throws it away. They settle for a punt. 4-yard rush by Steele with 2 minutes left in the second. Ball State now has the ball again with a pass to Hunt for 5. -2 yards by Kelly. Punts for 46. 15-yard penalties to the defense to start the next drive for Western Kentucky. Then Veltkamp passes to Smith for 22. Another first down. Incomplete pass from Veltkamp. Passes to Corley for 29 yards. 3 first downs out of 4 in this drive. And then 4-yard rush by Irvin. And then a touchdown by him. Extra point is good. Western Kentucky leads 14-7 with a minute left in the second. With a 77-yard kick by Canero. Kelly passes to Hunt for 18 for a first down. 8-yard rush by Kelly. Pass drop by Pemberton. 3rd and 2nd. 7-yard rush by Steele for a first down. 6-yard rush by Kelly. They're trying to get in the field goal range with 16 seconds left. Passes to Arbor for 23 yards. 10 seconds left. Passes to Arbor for 13 yards for a touchdown. They didn't even settle for a field goal. They got the touchdown. Easy peasy. Extra point is good. Tied 14-all with 5 seconds left with the end of the drive. Ball State really brought it back in the end. 14-all as we move forward with a touchback. Incomplete pass by Veltkamp to start off Western Kentucky's next drive in the first half, and then he's immediately sacked for an 8-yard loss. 3rd and 18. 4-yard rush by Irvin. They're gonna have to settle for a punt. Ball State, their first drive of the half. Pass drop by Jackson. He's also sacked. -2 yards. Pass to Hunt for 8. 4th and 4 punts. Veltkamp now has the ball. 8-yard pass. 5-yard run. Pass drop by Corley. 4-yard rush by Veltkamp. Veltkamp thrown away. Punt. 4-yard rush by Steele. 4-yard rush by Kelly. 5 yards by Jackson. -2 by Steele. Kelly thrown away on 2nd and 12. Now it's 3rd and 12. Pass to Presley for 11 yards. It's 4th and 1. Is he going to go for it? 8-yard rush by Steele. He went for it. Crucial first down. They're in field goal range. 3-yard rush by Kelly. Kelly passes to Jackson for 20 yards. They're now in the red zone as they try to put this game in their favor. 6-yard rush by Pemberton. Touchdown by Steele. Extra point is good. Ball State now has the lead in the first time in this entire game. 21-14. 3 minutes left in the fourth as we get into a 25-yard return by Matheson. Veltkamp passes to Smith for 8 yards. He's looking for this first down. He gets it. 17 yards to Corley. Pass drop by Matheson. Incomplete pass for Smith. 5-yard penalty against the offense. 3rd and 15, pass thrown away, punch for 43 yards. They have to go for a punt. 2 minutes left in the fourth. Ball State's looking to put this game away with an 8-yard rush by Pemberton, 4 yards by Causeway, 3 yards by Steele, 3 yards by Steele. Passes to Abdur for 16, getting a first down, running out this clock. 5 yards by Steele, 3 yards by Steele. Kelly kneels, punts for 44 yards, calls for a fair catch. Passes to Corley for 20, waste of a kneel, but Velkamp's then sacked. Incomplete pass by Velkamp. Passes to Corley for 26, getting a first down. If they lose, then it's because the quarterback kneeled. Incomplete pass for Corley. On 2nd and 2, Matheson, another first down. 19 seconds left. Pass drop by Matheson. Pass to Irvin Poindexter for 12. 14 seconds left. Touchdown. Ball State botched it with their coach. If they get this field goal right here, it's going into overtime because that QB kneeled from Ball State. Here we go. Extra point is good by Canero. We're going to overtime. Overtime rules. They start off the 40-yard line. They basically have a shootout where touchdown field goals until no team can catch up with them. Starting off with the ball, we have Kelly, incomplete pass intended for B. Hunt as Ball State starts. Incomplete pass for Jackson. On 3rd and 10, pass thrown away. Fourth down, 42-yard field goal is good by Von Gutten. Now Western Kentucky is looking to make a field goal or beat it with a touchdown. If they score a touchdown, they win. 4-yard rush by Velkamp. Passes to Irvin Poindexter for 0 yards. Incomplete pass for Matheson. 38-yard field goal is good. Double overtime. Oh, and in double overtime, Velkamp immediately answers with a 25-yard touchdown for B. Smith. Extra point is good by Canero. Touchdown. 25-yard rush by Kelly. Ball State answers. They missed the field goal. Ball State's hopes are dashed by a missed field goal. Western Kentucky moves on. Ball State moves forward to the independent relegation. Going to be 2 birds in the system. Yep, so Western Kentucky also saves themselves the Tier 9 and Tier 10 relegation as well. So going to be very interesting. These 4 teams, Eastern Michigan and Mid-10 will play next. And then UTSA and Ball State will play. So some delicious stats before we move on. Ball State, 11 first downs to 13. Rushing yards, 133 to 28. Passing yards, 151 to 271. I think that's also the first game where there's no turnovers. Just nice quality gameage, 30 to 31. Very, very close. Time of possession, 626 to 604. Players of the game. We had Western Kentucky, Caden Velkamp, 19 of 35 for 271, 3 touchdowns, 3 carries for 10 yards. Jacques Evans, 6 tackles, 3 tackles for loss and a sack. And then for Ball State, we have Kyle Kelly, 11 of 20, 151 yards, 10 carries for 46 yards and 3 total touchdowns. And then we have Kyle King, 5 tackles, 2 tackles for loss and a sack, and 2 sacks. Now we have Eastern Michigan and Mid-10 State. So Eastern Michigan, 81 overall, 81 defense, 81 offense, 82 defense. Mid-10 State, 79 overall, 75 offense, 83 defense. Eastern Michigan has been very high scoring and very, very close to winning their games. Mid-10 State, I can't remember. So starting off with a 68-yard kick by Olbrich, then an 8-yard rush by Jackson, 0 yards by Jackson. Eastern Michigan tries to keep their hopes alive and not become independent. And Eastern Michigan, 9-yard rush by Jackson, 5 yards by Jackson. Smith dropped by Jackson. Has to settle for a punt as we move forward. Mid-10 State, their first time against the ball against Eastern Michigan. 8-yard rush by Peasant, 4 yards by Cunningham. Cunningham, as we know, is the one that always throws bad passes, so it's going to be an interesting one as he throws it away. He passes to Lane for 21 for a first down, and then 3-yard rush by Cunningham. Cunningham is then intercepted by Lee Jr., giving Eastern Michigan fantastic field position to turn this game around with a 5-yard rush by Jackson, -3 by Jackson. His favorite receiver for 23 yards, 8-yard rush by Jackson, 9-yard rush by Boone, 9 yards by Boone, -3 by Jackson. Smith is then sacked. 4th and 14. They have to kick a field goal. Field goal is good by Gomez. 3-0 against Mid-10 State with 15 seconds left in the first. Very strong game so far with E-Man returning it for 23. Cunningham is intercepted again by Bogan for 6 yards. Fantastic field position for Eastern Michigan as they start the second quarter. -2 by Jackson. 7-yard rush by Smith. Pass to Baydoun for 26 yards. His favorite receiver. They're in the red zone. Passes to New for 4 yards. Pass drop by New. Pass thrown away. 4th and goal. Field goal is good. Two settled for field goals. Mid-10 State defense is hanging in there as Eastern Michigan is currently winning 6-0. 72-yard kick by Gomez. Man returns for 22 yards. Cunningham passes to Ali for 15 yards for a first down. Pass drop by Gathings. 10-yard rush by Peasant. Pass to Peasant for 1 yard. Pass to Peasant for 17 yards. Another first down. They're now finally on the other side of the field where they've been struggling to get there all game. As thrown away. Pass to Ali for 23 yards. Another first down. They're in the red zone. 4-yard rush by Cunningham. 8-yard rush by Peasant. They're now on the goal line. 2-yard rush by Schaefer, touchdown. Extra point is good. Mid-10 State has the first touchdown of the game, 7-6 against Eastern Michigan. They're coming back with a minute left in the second. Smith immediately starts with a throwaway pass. New for 13, first down. New for 8. Baydoun for 27 yards, his favorite receiver. Gives them about the 35. Pass thrown away. There's 40 seconds left. Pass to Boone for 23. Looking to score a touchdown. 4.5. Be in the lead. Pass thrown away. Pass to Oaks for 7 yards. 20 seconds left. Pass to Baydoun for 4 yards for a touchdown. His favorite receiver. Extra point is good. 13-7. Very interesting game. And that's going to be the end of the half. So starting off with a pass thrown away by Cunningham as Mitten State starts off with the ball. They're currently 7-13. Pass drop by Chisholm. 4-yard rush by Peasant. They have to settle for a punt. Eastern Michigan starts off with a 1-yard rush by Jackson, then 4. Then incomplete pass by A. Smith. 4th and 5. They have to also settle for a punt. Back-to-back punts for both teams. 2-yard rush by Peasant. Cunningham is sacked for negative 10 yards. Then a 15-yard penalty against the defense, so that negates that. Then 3-yard rush by Cunningham. Incomplete pass from Cunningham. 5-yard rush by Cunningham. 4th and 14. They have to punt. 2 yards by Jackson on 1st and 10. And then -4 by Smith. Pass thrown away by Smith. They punt. So a lot of punts so far. Defense is really stepping up. Offense is slowing down. Cunningham passed to Lane for 12. Cunningham again for Lane for 8. 9-yard rush by Peasant. 4 yards by Peasant. 4 yards by Peasant. 1 yard by Cunningham. -4 on 4th down. Turnover. Pass drop by Boone. Pass to Drummond for 1. It's 3rd and 9. Pass drop by Baydoun. They punt. Cunningham incomplete pass for Lane. Pass to J Lane for 30 yards on that next play. First down. 4-yard rush by Peasant. Pass to J Lane for 22 yards. They're in the red zone. With a pass to Lane for 13. They're almost to the touchdown. 3-yard rush by Peasant. 4 yards by Peasant. Touchdown by Peasant. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. With Mid-Tenn State, extra point is good. Currently leading 14-13. Eastern Michigan needs to respond in great fashion, or else they're going to be in the next step of the relegation tier. He responds with a 2-yard pass to Oaks. Then a pass to New for 21 yards. Pass to Westmoreland for 8. 1 minute left with a 9-yard pass. First down. 13 yards. Another first down. Incomplete pass intended for New. Pass to Oaks for 3. 3rd and 7. He gets sacked for -4 yards. 4th and 11. Let's see what he can do. Passes to Oaks for 13. End of the game. They did not kick a field goal. They went for a touchdown. I would have went for the field goal. Mid-Tenn beats Eastern Michigan 14-13. They should have kicked the field goal, man. They're asking to lose, dude. Mid-Tenn is out. Eastern Michigan moves forward to the semifinals. So ending, Eastern Michigan 11 first downs to 12, 55 rushing yards to 83, 205 passing yards to 162. Mid-Tenn got 2 turnovers, but they ended up winning by 1 point in the time of possession, 6:43 to 5:17. Players of the game, we had Austin Smith, 17-29, 205 yards for a touchdown. And then Mark Lee Jr., 3 tackles and an interception. Frank Peasant, 14 carries for 61 yards, a touchdown, 2 receptions and 18 yards. Then Marley Cook, 5 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, and a sack. All right, now we have 2 birds against each other, UTSA and Ball State. So 84 overall, 83 offense, and 85 defense for UTSA. Then Ball State is 81 overall, 79 offense, and 82 defense. As this is the last game of the quarterfinals before we get to the semifinals, so things are really heating up as we get into the worst of the worst. So the top players of the game, we have B. Hunt, E. Crow, and N. Jones, a tight end in the corner. I keep saying corner, in the center, in a corner. And then we have UTSA, we have a tight end in a corner, and Cardenas, Fraser, and Robinson. Then Marbager starts off the game, passing to Ogle for 22, his favorite receiver. 2-yard rush by Smith, 4 yards by Smith. Marbager passes to Smith for 15 yards to keep their drive alive. Then passes to Bradley for 8. 8-yard rush by Smith, 4-yard rush by Smith. Marbager pass drop by Ogle. Pass drop by Cardenas, 4th and 6. They settle for a field goal. It's no good by Sackett. 29 yards, no good. Ball State cannot put points on the board. -2 by Steele. Kelly passes to Jackson for 1 yard as Ball State tries to move forward. Incomplete pass. They have to settle for a punt. Marbager now has a chance to bring back and score some points for UTSA. He passes to Ogle for 5. Passes to Cephas for 45 yards for a touchdown. UTSA, as soon as I said that, they scored a touchdown. Extra point good by Sackett. They're currently leading 7-0 with 45 seconds left in the first. Kelly throws the pass away. Passes to Hunt for 5. 3rd and 5, incomplete pass. 5-yard penalty against the offense. They have to punt. UTSA, Marbager throws away. Incomplete pass. 1-yard penalty against the defense. Marbager is then intercepted on 1st and 10 by C. Cole. Ball State responds with a -3 yard by Kelly. Passes to Kelly Jackson for 11. They're in great field position. -1 by Steele. Kelly is then sacked for 2-yard loss. 4th and 3. They have to. It's a turnover on downs as Marbager passes to Clark on their next drive. 1st and 10. 6 yards by Brady, giving them another first down. -2 by Smith. Passes to Cephas for 14 yards for first down. 6-yard rush by Smith. Pass thrown away on 2nd and 3rd. 3rd and 4. Get a crucial first down, 20 yards, 2 minutes left in the second. 5-yard rush by Smith. Pass drop by Smith. Pass thrown away. Field goal no good by Sackett again. 24 yards. Should have been a chip shot field goal. Sackett misses. NCAA 14 field goals are trash. as Kelly then starts off the next drive with a pass to Abdur for 13 yards, then a pass to Tyler for 24, pass to Presley for 8, pass to 35 yards for a touchdown. They tie up the game at 7-all with a minute left in the second, as we get a 10-yard penalty against the offense to start us off for UTSA's Knox drive. Then a 7-yard rush by Smith, passes to Clark for 5, third and 8, 6-yard rush by Smith. They have to punt. Ball State looking to score some points before the end of the half. 16 seconds left. Incomplete pass intended for Jackson. 5 yards to Jackson. Incomplete pass intended for Jackson as we get into the second half with a 13-yard penalty to the defense as Ball State gets the ball back with a 7-yard rush by Pemberton. Kelly passes to Tyler for 8. Pass thrown away by Kelly. Pass drop by Presley. Pass to Tyler for 26. Third and 10. Got a first down. 4-yard rush by Kelly. Negative 2 yards by Koisel. Pass drop by Presley. 31-yard field goal is good by Von Gutten. Ball State is now in the lead 10-7 as we get 1 minute left in the third with a 66-yard field goal with a 4-yard rush by T. Smith and then 5 yards by Marbarger. 5-yard penalty against the defense. First down for them. Incomplete pass intended for Franklin. 5 yards by Smith. Pass to Ogle for 8 yards. They get a first down. 5 yards by Smith. 1 yard by Marbarger. Incomplete pass. Now 4th and 4. They have to punt. Negative 4 yards by Steele to start their next drive. Ball State, 6-yard rush by Kelly. Then to Presley for 11 yards for a crucial first down. 12-yard rush by Steele. Pass to Jackson for 21 yards. They're in the other field range now. Now it's the fourth with a 10-yard penalty against the offense. Then 5 yards by Steele. Pass to Abdur for 32 yards. They're in the red zone now. 8 yards by Steele. Negative 3 by Steele. Ball State getting in the end zone with an extra point good by Von Gutten. They're currently winning 17-7. UTSA was looking really great in the beginning. Now they're choking, and now Ball State is really running away with it as there's 2 minutes left in the fourth. And Marbarger starts with a 12-yard pass to Ogle, getting a first down, then throwing away the next one. Incomplete pass for Smith. Sacked for negative 2 yards. And then they went for a 4th and 10. And they missed it. This game is over. 4 yards by Pemberton, 6 yards by Steele, 6 yards by Steele, 3 yards by Kelly, negative 2 by Steele. 29-yard field goal is good by Von Gutten. They're winning 20-7. This game is over with a minute left in the fourth as we skip through the rest of this. And we see that everybody kneeled. 20-7 is the final game. UTSA got crushed by Ball State. UTSA moves forward. Well, they will play Eastern Michigan for the last independent slot. So ending stats, 10 first downs for Ball State to UTSA's 8. 46 rushing yards to 66, 209 passing yards to 162. UTSA had 1 turnover, 6-12 time of possession to 548. Kyle Kelly got 14 of 22 for 209 yards and a touchdown. Clayton Cole, 2 tackles and an interception. Joshua Cephas, 2 receptions for 59 yards and a touchdown. Jamori Robinson, 6 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, and a sack. As we get forward and we go to the finals of the relegation league. So whoever loses this game is relegated to independent. So we have Eastern Michigan and UTSA. So going to be a very, very close game to end this off. Very excited to see what scores end up this being. Eastern Michigan, 81 overall, 81 offense, 82 defense. UTSA, 84 overall, 83 offense, 85 defense. So the road to get here was Nebraska played Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan lost and moved forward to play the 10th seed, the worst in the relegation league table. Kent State promptly beat Eastern Michigan, so Eastern Michigan had to move forward. Kent State saved themselves from independent relegation. Western Michigan played. Mid-10 State lost their game, so Eastern Michigan and them had to play. Eastern Michigan lost, so that brings them to the finals. Last bracket, Georgia Southern and UTSA played first. UTSA lost, so they played Buffalo, and Buffalo, the 9th seed, pulled an upset against UTSA, bringing them into the losers bracket, where Western Kentucky, Ball State played. Ball State lost, so Ball State then played UTSA and promptly beat them. Now UTSA is in the finals. So it's kind of sad, but 2 teams that played the most games and had the biggest chance. Kind of unfortunate for them. It is what it is. So we'll see who becomes independent next year, because they do have high overall. So that's going to kind of ruin the rankings a little bit, which is really exciting. So here we go as we play these 2 teams for the last time this season. So their top players, Boone, Jackson, and Shine, 2 halfbacks and a corner. And for UTSA, they have Cardenas, Fraser, and Robinson, a tight end, and 2 corners. So really exciting stuff. I'm excited to see who gets relegated at the end. The Eastern Michigan UTSA finals. 67-yard kick by Gomez. Cephas returns for 20 yards. Marbarger starts the game off with a pass to Cephas for 14 yards and then throws it away on the next drive. 7-yard rush by Smith. Negative 1-yard rush by Marbarger. And then they settle for a punt for 47 yards. Drummond calls for a fair catch. Eastern Michigan then now has the ball with a 5-yard rush by Jackson. Negative 2 by Smith. Pass thrown away by Smith. On 4th and 7, fumble recovered by UTSA Wisdom for a touchdown. Oh my God, guys. That was beautiful, dude. Holy crap. I didn't expect that. UTSA, extra point good by Sackett. Now they're currently winning 7-0. I think they got a fumble. I think they blocked the fumble and returned it for a touchdown. Good stuff for them. Eastern Michigan now has to respond to that touchdown with a 3-yard rush by Jackson. His favorite receiver, Baydoun, for 25 yards. 7-yard rush by Smith. 5 yards by Smith. 3 yards by Jackson. Pass to Jackson for 13. They're trying to do little runs, try to get into the first down territory, which they do. -3 by Jackson. Pass drop by Jackson. Incomplete pass intended for Oaks. 4th and 13. They have to settle for a field goal. Field goal is good by Gomez. 7-3. 77-yard kick by Gomez. Marbager passes thrown away. 3-yard rush by Smith. 4-yard rush by Marbager. UTSA has to settle for a punt. Eastern Michigan now has the ball back with a 2-yard rush by Jackson. 5 yards by Smith. Pass to Jackson for 7. They get a first down. Pass drop by Baydoun. Incomplete pass intended for Baydoun. 2 Baydoun passes, and that's unfortunate. 4-yard rush by Smith. They have to punt. Marbager pass thrown away. 4-yard rush by Smith as UTSA has the ball back in good field position. I'll go to 10 yards, his favorite receiver. Another first down, another first down. Marbager passes thrown away. Passes to Franklin for 25, another first down. Passes to Bradley for 22 yards for a touchdown. Easy peasy. UTSA is really putting away with it. Fire Pillions the offense on the kick. Extra point is good by Sackett. Baydoun returns for 24 yards. Minute left in the second as Eastern Michigan is trying to put some points on the board before the end of the half. 2 incomplete passes. Then 3-yard pass to Jackson. They have to punt. 4-yard rush by Smith as they get another first down, and we're getting close to the end of the second quarter. They're trying to score. Wow, 9 seconds left, and they're on the goal line. Pass thrown away. 4 seconds left. Field goal is good by Sackett. They put even more points on the board before the end of the half. And now, third quarter, 17-3, UTSA. Looks like Eastern Michigan is always getting close, but then not pulling it out, unfortunately for them. Then Smith runs for 3 yards. 3rd and 8. Incomplete pass intended for Oaks. They have to punt. UTSA has the ball back. Their first drive of the third quarter. 3 yards by Smith. 2 yards by Marbager. They have to punt. 4 yards by Jackson. Pass to Jackson for 27 yards. Crucial first down for Eastern Michigan as they try to put a lot of points on the board in the time allotted. Another first down. Triple third first downs back to back. 5-yard rush by Jackson. Pass thrown away. 3rd and 5. Pass thrown away. 4th and 5. 32-yard field goal is good. So they're settling for another field goal. They're 11 points down with 5 minutes left in the game. Marbager passes to Ogle for 17 and then to Smith for 19. Double first downs. Then thrown away. Passes to Ogle for 14. Passes to Ogle for 5. They're in the red zone. Passes to Clark for 16. -2 by Marbager. 10-yard penalty to the offense. They get pushed back 12 yards. 3rd and incomplete pass intended for Garnes. 4th and goal. 33-yard field goal is good by Sackett. UTSA is pulling away with it with 20-6 with 3 minutes left in the fourth. Michigan has to score 2 touchdowns to even stay in the running as they pass to Oaks for 15. New for 25. 2 first downs in a row. 5 penalties to the defense, putting them even more forward. Baydoun, his favorite receiver, for 9. Pass thrown away by Smith. Pass to Baydoun for 8. Intercepted in the end zone by Prox and then returned for 29 yards. 2 minutes left. This game is over. Critical interception against Smith. 7-yard rush by Smith. The other Smith, -4 by Smith. Sacked. Marbager is then sacked for an 8-yard loss. They have to settle for a punt. Eastern Michigan has the ball back, but that interception sealed their fate as we end this game with a 26-yard first down. But then Smith threw another interception to Wisdom, one of the players that has a lot of interceptions during this relegation bracket. But Eastern Michigan fiddled their hopes away, and they lose. 2 yards by Smith, and then they get a safety, but it's a consolation safety. Doesn't matter as we end this game. UTSA winning 20-8. Eastern Michigan is officially relegated. So Eastern Michigan, 13 first downs to 11, 59 rush yards to 26, 196 passing yards to 218. 3 turnovers by Eastern Michigan. Insane. All crucial first down, all crucial interceptions. I think all 3 of them happened in the end zone, which is crazy. 639 time of possession to 519. Players of the game, Jesus Gomez, the kicker, 2 of 2 field goals for long of 40. Yeah, because that's the only person that actually had points on the board. 3 tackles, a tackle for loss and a sack for Peyton Price. Eddie Lee Marbager, 13-21 for 218 and touchdown. Rashad Wisdom, tackle, forced fumble, and interception. That ends the relegation tournament league. So Eastern Michigan is going to be demoted to independent, and then we will finish off and tie a bow on the 2014 season with the national championship game.